So what does that mean for trends in 2025? What we're going to talk about today is looking across all of that. What are the five that may impact your business and or talent development in your organization? There's some information to consider around KPIs and metrics just to begin with when we think about 2025 in the development arena and putting scorecards together to show the value of what organizational development, leadership development, learning and development is bringing to the table. That is a huge trend. Talking the business language and aligning the development KPIs and metrics to business strategies and even their metrics. Anybody else have different examples of how it's being used in your workplace today?
I mean, I'm on the business development side of things, so I use it a lot for just, oftentimes I'm sending out messages that are completely cold. So, what's that first sentence that's going to grab somebody? So, I'll use it to kind of do some quick research to see, is there anything relevant to what I'm trying to do here to this message? And it seems pretty good at that to quickly give me, nuggets, so to speak.
So we're a financial firm, so they're actually doing, yeah. I was going to say there's a lot of head nods on that one. But yeah, so they officially have them turned off, but we are planning on starting to kind of start using it this year at some point. I don't have official deadlines yet, but that's exciting. But using it before, I did use it for emails. I used it for prompts, for scenario builds, that sort of thing, and scripting, just as a thought partner, which was really helpful.
Well, personally, I replaced Google for ChatGPT, right? Because I used to go to Google for a lot. And then as a not native English speaker, I use ChatGPT for a lot of my support in English and so forth, right? And translation.
Sure.
So at Caterpillar, we started to do, we have a council group and committee. We have a lot of functions, right? It's legal, compliance, IT, the chief cybersecurity. So there's a lot of people in this committee. So to understand first the impact of the technology plus the impact at Caterpillar, right? It's similar to the financial organizations, right? There's a lot of data. We work with government, so we have to make sure that we can be compliant and secure with data. So it's working very well. 2024, we were not allowed to talk about AI. We're still not allowed to talk about AI outside, right? So this is what I'm saying just personally, on behalf of Caterpillar, but we are learning a lot.
And so this next poll that we're going to start with is really around how are we equipping our leaders to manage this, right? There's so many changes taking place, and we need our leaders to be able to manage that. And how are we creating managers that have the agility and flexible mindset to manage this workplace? That. And for those of you that aren't, are there ways to even just curate things? Because sometimes it's really, you don't have to go create your own thing. There's so much out there that you can pull in and just create a forum for, hey, go watch this video and then let's have a group discussion about what did that mean to you, just by exposing people to some of the things that they need to think about, and then bringing them together to talk about it as a team, or even as a leadership group, is really easy ways to do that kind of stuff. It doesn't always have to be this formal learning that we create in training classrooms. Certainly ways to read an article, then bring people together to have a conversation about that. And so as we look at some of the things that are happening in the changing workforce, it's just so critical for us to ensure that we're providing the right level of leadership training to not just our managers, but to the entire work